Hello everybody. We in the hills today, but we're headed towards the bottom. It's a beautiful afternoon. I think it's probably 3 o'clock, 3:30. Late start again. Hadn't been able to get out and do nothing in the mornings yet. But this will be my second hunt of the spring. And I did a lot of scouting on a new WMA a few weeks ago. I had Daisy Mae with me. We were walking around with the back quiver shooting stumps. And I'm gonna try to work my way over there sometime on a day when I have a short hunt, because I can get there so quick. But today we're gonna dip down in here, and if the river's coming up, but if the water allows, we're gonna get us about 5 miles down here. And it's crunchy and be tough to sneak up on one, but we'll never kill one off the couch. So we headed on in there. I did see, I think it was 4 gobblers a while ago. I couldn't tell if they were jakes or big birds. They were at a distance, but I think they were big gobblers. But anyway, the direction they went and all that, we kind of maybe have us a good point to go call. Maybe try to get one in the morning, or one morning. I can't go in the morning. But we got a line on some birds anyway, of course. Where I'm at right here, I did a video in the snow. I was hunting pigs in the snow. And if y'all remember, if you looked at that video, there was one place I came on and there was turkey tracks everywhere in the snow. But this is where I'm at. And it's warm today, there ain't no snow. So, let's head on down in the bottom. We got our old longbow. Oh, Sunset Hill. Swamp music. And we fixing to head in here and see if we can locate some game. I got me a Jerry Hill Geronimo broadhead. I'm really wanting to shoot something with it. But this is pig hunting. I mean, you may walk 100 miles before you even get an opportunity. We used to have tons of hogs here. Everybody thinks this Georgia public land is eat up with hogs, and all you gotta do is come walk around a couple of days. You might come down here and kill one the first hour. But it ain't what it used to be. We ain't got near the hogs we used to have. And you gotta hunt them. But that's what we're gonna do. I love it. If it was easy, anybody could do it. Let's go get on. A lot of people don't realize the significance of what I just showed you there. That's a piece of chert, and it's had 2 flakes driven off of it. And a lot of people will realize what happened there, but who knows when. But there was some fella right there trying to make him a tool. Hundreds or maybe thousands of years ago. It's a pretty good sized piece of chert though. That's cool. A lot of history around. You just got to know what to look for. You guys see where that flake, little small flake, was drove off of that? See the flakes on it? Somebody was making them a point right there. Look like we got a challenge right here in front of us. I think there's a lot of big swamp that ain't blown down over there, and I'm gonna try to get to that. This is spring fed. This is brown water. It's from the rain, but even if it were like bone dry summertime, this would have a little stream of running water. It comes from a spring up top. I once came all the way down here during August knowing there'd be some hogs laying in this cool water. It was hot, dry. Sure enough, I get down here, there's a big sow, and I sneak up and shoot over her back. It's pretty. Last time I was in here was in snow, when it snowed. was yesterday. Now we're getting somewhere. Hey, I want to show y'all something right here. This is kind of, like I said, a management area. I haven't hunted it much at all, deer hunting. And still learning it a lot. I've been in here some, but not really thinking about deer. But it is closer home now, and that I'm retired, I need to hunt places closer to home. Can't afford all that gas. So let me show y'all something. I don't know if you can tell it. There's a deep slough running right here. It's more like a ditch, but it's natural. It's a deep slough that comes from up there. And then you got a slough that goes that way. And you got a slough that goes that way. And then you got a third slough coming in from the side here. So you basically got 1, 2, 3, 4 edges coming right here. And this would be a good place to hunt. I mean, just simply because of the edges that are here. There's plenty of thick around me here. And a really big cane thicket over here. Big thicket up here. So then there's it just would be a good place to hunt. But now look, there's 1 persimmon, 2 persimmon, 3 persimmon, 4 persimmon, 5 persimmon, 6 persimmon, 7 persimmons. 7 persimmons right here in this hub of edges. It's like unbelievable sign. And this is and here's another slope, which makes another edge. There's another one right here that comes in. Look right there. My goodness, this is good. This is real good. Good tree to get in right there. That one. A big tree right here in the middle would be a good one as well. Got pig sign all right in here too. Another thing to look at as well. See how it's got a shallow bank coming down? That'll make them cross right there as opposed to that steep one. Really, really good stuff here. Really good stuff here. Now to remember where this is at. Oh yeah, I like this. We'll definitely come back and check it and see if these persimmons make. That would be, I wouldn't come, I'm probably 1.5 miles from the truck. I wouldn't come in here just to hunt the funnel part because I can find funnels closer. But I would come in here to hunt the funnel with all these persimmons. I'd do that quick. Let's go. Some folks on the river racing their boats, y'all hear them? This is fresh. Look at the mud out there. Look at that mud. Man, this is fresh. There's a hog right over there. That was close. I was over there about 15 yards and the hog got up right here somewhere. Just the way it is, though. The wind. There's hog droppings everywhere in there. Anyway, the wind is blowing from my left. It's blowing this away. I had cut around about the easiest way or best way I could get through fairly quiet. And like I said, I got 15 or 20 yards from him. I cut the camera on when he got up, so I'm sure you didn't hear or see nothing. And I actually didn't see him. I just heard him get up and go out through there walking. When he hit my wind, then he broke camp. I'm sure he did, because the noise is what got him up, but the wind's blowing that way, he had to smell me. Good spot. Let's keep rolling. A lot of acorns in that. So this is where they was at in the late season, bedded up here. One was bedded up here just now too. A lot of old droppings up here. Everywhere. Right there. I can dig it. Always exploring. And this is the cane thicket that was to the north of those persimmons, like 75 yards away is where it started at. So that tells you that if you come in and hunt that, you got to be quiet getting up the tree if you're climbing, because critters are bedded right here. And can't hunt it with the wind coming out of the south. But it would be good with thermals if you have a good wind and all you're worried about is your east and west thermals. That'd be the perfect setup. All right, let's go. Here's our pig that just ran off. He don't know, he was pretty close. Swamp is slowly filling up from them rains. Maybe it won't get too full or drop back out pretty quick. Look at the tracks on that little sandbar right there. There's a big old cypress over there. We're gonna sit right here a little bit and rest. There's just tremendous amount of sign around this edge. The big thickets are to my left and there's one to my right. Let's sit here. It's about 7:30. Let's sit here for a little while and see if we hear something. But hey, I want to talk about that cypress right there. I've checked since the hurricane. I know a lot of you guys may be seeing me point out all these fell over trees and all, and don't know, but the eye of Helen, the hurricane, came right at my house, right through here, and it tore some stuff up. And so some of my best hunting places that I've hunted for years, I can't even walk through them hardly. And this is not bad over here. In places it was rough, but this is like way better than where we were yesterday. So if you're wondering why I'm talking about blowed over trees a lot, that's why it is. And we're gonna have a whole lot of good thickets. So, and I think, you know, it'll help the hunting, I believe. The stand hunting, the walk hunting, that's making pretty tough. But that big cypress there, like I said, I've checked several of them and the hurricane didn't blow them over. The big one, you know, the abnormal big ones that I know about. And there's one over there, I'll show it to you on the way out. And the reason for that is cypress knees. You can see it might be 20 or 30 feet out away from the tree, trunk of the tree. You'll have cypress knees coming up. And that provides a good foundation. It's just rooted really solid. And you know, there's a lesson in that in Christ for us. We have to be rooted really, really solid. It don't have just one cypress knee going out. They completely surround that tree there for support. And we as Christians, we want to pray and read the word and meditate on God and get strong in God. But sometimes we get down. And I've asked y'all many times to pray for me. And I asked some of my brothers and all, pray for me, my wife. And sometimes we get down and we need extra support. Like that cypress need, we need a whole network of support around us and to help us, and we help each other. And as a group, we get strong. And so just a lesson from the cypress tree right there. Let's be deep rooted in the word. And let's have strength in numbers to keep us, to have someone to lean on when you need it. And you may be that person that someone needs to lean on. So always be willing to listen. Don't go blurting out stuff. Listen. Sometimes that's all a brother or sister needs, is somebody to listen to. And then if God gives you something to tell them, that's what you do. Lesson from the cypress tree right there. It's amazing how things come to mind when you're sitting there in the swamp just looking around. And I've asked God to use me, and it may be just doing stuff like this, I don't know, but I enjoy it. And I never asked the Lord to let me shoot something. I don't do that. This is blessing enough that I'm unworthy for, just to be sitting on this log here in the swamp. And if we run an arrow through one, well, that'd be icing on the cake. See those knees over there? That's a big old cypress. It looks like lightning got it at some point, but it's still standing strong. See the streak in it there? That's where lightning cracked it. It's greening up. Look at the hog sign under this joker. Be deep rooted. Too much noise pollution. Can't hear the water for the guy running his boat or the airplane. It's a blessing to be standing right here. Howdy y'all. We have wrapped up, this is the next day from the video you just watched, and I realized that I deleted the closing part. So anyway, we went to the house there, and we didn't see any. We ran 2 turkeys off the roost. That was it. No pigs, but it's a really good day. Ran into a lot of sign actually, and jumped a pig out of the bed and located some good places to hunt. So we out after them again today, and this will be another video. But thank y'all for watching that one. Y'all keep the good Lord first. See you next time.